Friends of Baja California. My name is Cameron Steele, and I'm part of a group known as the Desert Assassins. It sounds a little ominous, Jack. Welcome, friends of Baja California. My name is Cameron Steele, and I'm a part of a group known as the Desert Assassins. Sounds a little scary, but it really isn't. We're actually just a bunch of Baja and off-road lovers. We're looking to show everybody a good time, and that's exactly what we're doing today. We're taking you for a ride back in history. That's right, we're following the Spanish Mission Trail and
Hi, I'm Charlene Bauer, and you'll just have to wait to hear Cameron Steele's official intro when this trip goes live on ABC World of X Games on September 4th with all the cool helicopter footage. But until then, here is our Ladies Co-Driver Challenge story where Marcy was chosen to be my co-driver on this 10-day adventure through Baja. So what do you think, Marcy?
Excited, let's do this.
We just took the green flag. They didn't pull us over at the border.
No, we coasted right through.
Yay! We're following Orin right now. We're in Tecate. Oh my gosh!
I'm back
Here we
in.
go.
How many people do not have GPS and how many people don't know to follow the little pink line?
That was leg one. That was wild, huh?
Yeah.
Dirt.
It's dirt. It's dirt a lot faster than I'm used to, so yeah. We'll call that the Petering leg.
That's our first inside secret.
Right, yeah, definitely.
This was our first of many amazing meals in the middle of nowhere, prepared by AB Off the Grid Catering. Never disappointed.
I'm just worried about pretty runners, but I figured they go over the summit and then down that cut. No, a lot of onions here. Lots of onions.
Unfortunately, we were one of the first to have a problem, but others welcomed the break too. The rear ABS lines had been sliced, some snips, connectors, and electrical tape, and Greg Fouts had us back on the road.
Casey, we need a good splash. Better on you, Dad. Brandon G.
Go, Charlene. Hey guys, just so you know, we're going to go through this couple miles of pretty good exposure to the right. There's a cliff section. You're going to come over a little bump, and then there's going to be a cliff on your right for a little way. And then there's going to be a hard left turn, so just be cautious of it.
So as the Ladies Co-Driver Challenge comes to a close for me, and we are back from doing the Trail of Missions trip, I can look back and kind of reflect over my experience with that and say that, you know, it was challenging, it was hard work, but it was definitely rewarding. Each day we added new skills and new tasks to the list, and each day I had to kind of step up my game and get those under control and be able to manage everything I was learning and the new things that were coming in. The first few days, I mean, I won't lie about it, they were challenging. I kind of had to get a hold of myself and fall into that rhythm and get my mind in the right place. And once I was able to kind of fall into that rhythm and get a handle and a grasp on things and start managing myself and my body and everything that was going on with that, I was able to grasp each of the tasks as they came in, and, you know, keeping track of all of the logs and the GPS and everything that was going on around me, being aware of everything. And at the end of the trip, I can honestly say that I'm proud of myself. I think I did well. I think I was able at the end of the trip to kind of have everything on lock and keep it under control and know what was going on and keep track of all the information that was coming in. And I'm really excited about that. I'm really proud to walk away from this and say that I did a good job. And I'm thankful for the opportunity from Charlene and from BF Goodrich Tires for all the support that they've shown me. And I'm really excited and happy about the end of this trip.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 2 of Trail of Missions. Now that everybody's got their act together and out of Mowing Ranch, wanted to say hello and welcome you to what should be a grand day along the Pacific coast. Before we get to the Pacific, we're going to run through a really nasty little canyon that everybody's going to ask why we did that, and we're doing that because that's how we do it. And we'll get some lunch out of Punta Baja, which probably most of you haven't been to. It's a beautiful location, and then we're going to end the day at Solo Sports.
What do you think was the hardest piece of it?
I think, honestly, for me, it was just kind of getting past my expectations in my own mind and getting beyond that so that I could really focus on what was coming in and learning to manage everything all at once, so to speak.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Oh, just grand. How are you, eh?
Good. Are we having fun yet?
Yes. It's okay. It's alright.
He's okay?
Okay.
Go for it, kid.
I think the most rewarding was being able to get beyond my own mental barriers that I put up and the expectations that I had, and prove to myself that I am capable and I can do it, and that by the end I had everything together.
Welcome to Solo Sports, a very unique establishment on the ocean where there are tents and sleeping bags for us to stay in, plus just about any water sports gear to utilize. Oh, and mountain bikes too. Yep, that was quite the story. Be sure to read our full write-up on the week at BauerMedia.com. Putting it on the sign. Let's do it. Perfect.
Alright, we're on the map.
We had an awesome lunch, didn't we?
Yep, I had a good lunch, hamburgers and hot dogs.
In Mexico. I thought we were only going to eat tacos.
Right?
Right? So what did you do during lunch that was exciting?
I got to do my first television interview, so that was pretty awesome.
Yeah? What'd they ask? What'd they say? What'd they do? How'd it go?
It went good. It went epic. It was fun. I enjoyed it, actually. It was a lot less stressful than I thought it was going to be. So I can talk. We know that. But they asked all kinds of questions about the trip, about the trails, about the people on the trip. Then they tried to play a little trick on me with a game we play down here and get me to have to do some push-ups, but I didn't fall for it.
But when we pulled into town, all there was gas stations that were made out of jerry cans. And normally we've been told when to get fuel, so we weren't told, hey, drop in and get fuel. And now I understand why. There wasn't a lot of fuel here. But the difference between the Raptors and the Jeeps is they have huge fuel tanks and we don't. So John Curry and I are both going to probably be running on fumes coming into our next stop if we're not being tugged in. One of the most unique pieces of the trip for me was the opportunity to climb up to the roofs of all these missions. Somehow we made it to the top of them all. The views and the appreciation of the architecture, as each had different stair systems and bell structures, but interestingly were all built in the form of a cross. I have to give the Desert Assassins chase crew props for always being there for us, plus the Phelps Motorsports guys, Travis, Josh, and Ian, for keeping some of the rigs going.
Today we're going to visit our friend Poncho out on San Rafael Fish Camp, drop off some supplies, and then we're going to head out to San Francisco to do a little swimming and a little bit of fun times. As we cruise down the peninsula looking for more missions, we will also do the San Ignacio mission today, which is just an epic location smack dab in the middle of the Baja. Alright, well the lead truck is passing the tailing, the red tailing. We're gonna go by the bottom of the red line.
We added Emma to our backseat to make it a 3-girl Jeep and made our first stop at Poncho's. He lives out there all by himself with no vehicle, and his only exposure to people is when we drop by and bring him gifts. He was very generous in showing us girls around and gifted us with some very special shells. Yet another story to read into on BauerMedia.com.
¿Cómo sientes cuando llegamos un grupo como ese? I asked him how he feels when a group like this shows up.
Se me vuelve cambio por
It's a
amor
welcome change,
a ustedes.
and he loves us all.
Amor a ustedes.
The kids were fun. They ran the whole gamut on this trip. I mean, it was they explored, they played, they grew up. It was a little bit of everything. There were a few extra potty stops in there, you know, but they really enjoyed it. And to watch them interact at the missions and with the community and with the kids as they were handing out gifts or handing out stickers, it was a really incredible experience to see them be able to take that moment in and have that life experience. one of my favorite times was at the mission where we got to go up on the roof and climb up on top of the dome, and I think Charlene would agree with me on that. It was a pretty amazing experience. We got to climb right up on top of the dome at the very top of this amazing mission, and from up on top of there you had kind of a 360 view of the whole town and the mission and everything that surrounded it, and it was just such, you know, a beautiful sight to take in, just to see everything all around you and be up there in that moment.
We got into Santa Rosalia at dusk the night before, so Kurt LeDuc offered to take those who were interested to town the next morning before we left for the day. Of course, we were all in to see the European-influenced Eiffel Church, the smokestack, some old hotels, and other buildings that had quite a history in the mining town.
Different today. Going out to a bay that probably very few of you, if any, have been to, called San Basilio. I know that Crafty and myself have been there. Hey, Casey, come with us, or do you stay back for this?
I can't say enough about the BF Goodrich KO2 all-terrain tires and the opportunities they gave us to go on this amazing journey to all these missions. They continue to impress me in all the different terrain that we put them through. We aired down our 37-inch KO2s to a comfortable 22 pounds, and they own the road and the dirt. We hit rocks, we crawled rocks, we went through streams and pushed over logs. Nothing stopped us or the other folks on the trip running the same tire. If you truly want an all-terrain tire, you need to seriously look into the BF Goodrich KO2 as an option.
The beaches were beautiful, and they were each different in their own way. The temperature of the water was different, the color of the water was different, but each one of them were really beautiful and peaceful and serene. Crystal clear waters you could see right through. It was amazing.
Phil, waiting for you. You won't see anybody, never! You won't see any buildings, never! No one's coming to help, never! You understand the never, never!
Coming into one of the missions and getting prepared to, share a meal with the community there, I made the comment that it was fun. It was going to be fun. And Charlene said, I don't think that's quite the word I'd use for that. I think it's be more interesting. So we had a little conversation about distinguishing fun and interesting, and came to the conclusion that fun should be reserved more for something that's really super cool. Like you walked away and it was really cool experience, something you enjoyed. Whereas interesting is something to kind of, when you're not quite sure what the situation's going to be like, or it's a situation where you're learning new things or not quite sure what to expect. And we agreed that something fun that we did was the trail that we did the day where we got to do all the rock crawling and down in the river bottom with all the big rocks.
That was fun. We finally got to do some rock crawling in Baja. Unlike a race weekend, there weren't very many kids running around, but we still found some to give Ladies Co-Driver Challenge stickers, Frankie posters, and Bauer Media calendars to.
People in there.
One of the unique stops was in San Javier, where Cameron, the Desert Assassins, and AB Off the Grid Catering had arranged to feed the town folks. This was also the perfect place for Marcy to give the toothbrushes, toothpaste, and pencils she and her daughter had bought for the kids of Baja. They all left with smiles.
Charlene was on her journey north to pick Frankie up in Salt Lake. She was in the Phoenix airport and found this little bag here that says, "Find joy in each day." So we took that down to Baja with us, and we kind of used that as a way to set the tone for each day and remember that even though we may find some challenges along the way, because that's to be expected, there was still something fun or joyful that we could take back with us. So each day we wrote down several cards. As you can see, the bag's full of all kinds of things. Here's one from day 8. We did really good at keeping our house in order, and then there was day 8. So, if you want to know more about what day 8 means or any of the other fun stuff we encountered that brought a smile to our face, you'll have to come and find out.
Adding to our fun was being part of the filming for the ABC World of X Games special in September, and of course, all the antics.
I think the thing that impressed me the most about the trip was just the quality of people that I was surrounded with. You guys have been great, and you know, for each of you to take the time to share your experiences and to help a rookie out was really awesome. You know, it's something that I love to do, and you guys have kind of invested that time and given me a little piece of something I can keep home.
Today's mission, if you will, is Laredo to Guerrero Negro.
There weren't very many breakdowns at all, considering the size of the group and the aggressive Baja terrain. But when there were some challenges, the group made the most of it. The kids, and big kids, at this stop were trying to see if they could throw a football into a window. Almost. I had my own set of challenges on this trip. Many asked what it's like to be a girl in the off-road world, and I love it. But one challenge is being judged by those who may not know my past, and honorably doing a great job to where they release any judgment of ladies not being able to drive. On day 8, I was excited. I looked at Marcy smiling and said, "We're on day 8. My body doesn't hurt. My mind has been 100% focused. We haven't done anything to break the Jeep. We just finished the Rebelle Rally." As I'm also preparing for that competition in October, I was totally smiling, and we still had 2 days on the trail. In addition to the driving challenge, I had a BF Goodrich Tires vehicle that was built exceptionally well by John Williams at Impulse Off-Road, and I had to return it in the same shape. Plus, I won't deny there was a challenge to taking someone below the border and being responsible for them. Well, I took my challenges and owned them. I'm proud that the Jeep is in tip-top shape after 813 dirt miles and 1,161 asphalt miles from border to border. Marcy and I survived. We only had one great close call. You'll have to look up that story on our Bauer Media write-up. And every woman on the trip got behind the wheel of their vehicle at some point. We did it.
Trail mission time, everybody! Hey! Voila. Sounds like today will be a scramble day for some, and not sure what we're all doing, but I know we're all going to Chapala together. Don't forget to throw in a nice word about my handle with that one this way.
One of the stories that you won't hear much about is the Phelps Motorsports guys helping an American couple find springs for their travel trailer that was stranded at a wrecking yard. Nice work, guys.
It's a little dusty over here, everybody.
I would do it again. I would do it again in a heartbeat. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like I said, I mean, no jokes about it. It was hard work. It was hard work. But at the end of the day, it was a rewarding experience and it was totally worth it.
Reflecting on the trip as we came to the border and crossed back into the U.S., I can give jobs and a job description, but to explain and have someone master their jobs while in the mix of the juggle is an ultimate challenge. Especially when the challenge is on the fly and none of the jobs have ever been done before. Marcy had a rough start, but I wasn't going to give up on her. I pushed information to her in multiple ways. I never stopped challenging her or correcting her. At the end, she owned it, and it all clicked together. And all the tasks as individuals now became a total task that was obtainable. Marcy took on the co-driver challenge and came out a stronger person all the way around.
So as far as being on the trip and missing my family goes, I've been away from them before, but this trip was a little bit longer than any I had other trips that I had taken before. And it was a challenge because although I was busy and I was working, it was a really amazing experience that I wish I could have shared with them. And watching all the kids around me playing and interacting and being able to take that experience in really made me wish I could have my daughter there with me so that she could do that as well. And hopefully someday she will be. So for any of you ladies who are thinking about possibly joining a Ladies Co-Driver Challenge, I would definitely encourage you to step outside your box and do that and do something different. And coming into any of these events, I think the best thing I could say to you is, to a certain degree, you have your general pieces of information, you have a general knowledge of what you're doing and what to expect, and so you can somewhat be prepared in that respect. But I would definitely say, don't overthink it. You're there to learn, and if you're blocking up all of your time thinking, overthinking everything, then you don't have the space and the energy to really focus on those opportunities as they come. And don't be afraid to jump right in with both feet. You know, get in there, do it. And, you know, even if you're doing something and it's not quite right, that's what you're there for. You're there to learn. So take that opportunity and utilize it to its full extent.
I really have to thank Cameron Steele, Heidi and Kay, the Desert Assassin crew, the Phelps Motorsports Chase crew. They're awesome. And of course, VF Goodrich Tires for believing in the Ladies Co-Driver Challenge. This is event number 1. We got 2 more to go for this year, and then I can hardly wait to tell you what we have lined up for 2017.